Can you be a veteran after only 13 years on the job? Well, the term veteran seemingly describes 42-year-old Clint Watson. Today he ended his career here at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas. Vaughn Aubrey reports.
A job at ZNS was Clint Watson's dream, and for a time, a dream deferred.
I watched ZNS growing up as a child, and I knew one day that I wanted to be here. It took a long time. It took 11 years to get here, and 9 applications of applying and getting turned down every time saying there was no opening.
But in 2005, he was hired, thanks to former broadcasting minister Obi Wilscombe. He started as a reporter too, and quickly moved up the ranks to cover top assignments.
I am excited that I've been able to cover 3 prime ministers consecutively. I began being assigned to Prime Minister Hubert Ingram, and in there I was able to travel to Uganda and Africa for Chogam and so forth, and covering a number of stories with him around the world. And then from there, my assignment landed me in covering Prime Minister Christie. And there I really got to see the world, traveling to Europe, South Africa, North America, Asia, China, just traveling everywhere with Prime Minister Christie.
But the highlight of his career
would have been covering the inauguration of Barack Obama. That was something I will never forget. Just being in the moment and seeing the millions of people. I've never seen millions before, but seeing that was amazing. Interacting with all of the other journalists during that time and covering that, and being able to stand up there and do live drops and stand-ups for ZNS and say we're reporting for the Bahamas here in Washington, D.C. It was a Bahamian pride I'll never forget.
Back home, his most memorable assignment was covering Tropical Storm Noel, which flooded Long Island in 2007.
We were in a 2-story building, and to see water come up to the ground in a 2-story building. We were on the 2nd floor, and we had to get out quickly and evacuate, and then we had to go to different areas and help. We were literally helping. We were the story. We were helping elderly people out of their homes and putting them in this big yellow bus and trying to get them to safety, and we were so afraid because we just did not know what would happen.
Watson was the anchor of the morning report on radio. Along with his sidekick, sportscaster Charles Fisher, they set the pace for the newsday. It was his transfer from the newsroom after the 2012 general election that he had his ZNS Valley experience, out of which came his signature TV show, The Youth Zone. Could he have done more at ZNS?
Yes, if you're asking me if there's more I thought I could have contributed to ZNS, yes. I would have liked to have gone further here at ZNS, but be it as it may, it is what it is. It didn't happen. I don't feel cheated. I don't feel as if I've missed. I think as a journalist, I've done it all. There's still more that can be done, but I'm satisfied in what I've been able to do.
And his advice to those coming into the profession?
Have a passion for it, because there are days when just doing the job won't be enough. There are days when you're going to feel like giving up, and the only thing that will carry you is your passion.
And it's passion that drives Clint Watson. We wish him well. I am Vaughn Aubrey, ZNS Network News.
A number of our colleagues here in the ZNS newsroom were also asked about Clint Watson as a co-worker.
I would say that Clint is dedicated to his profession. He is determined. If there's a story, he seeks out all of the information. So if he's on your case, then you know that the story will be covered to the best of his ability.
Was he easy to work with?
He has his moments, but he's a great guy.
It's very easy. Once you call Clint and I say, Clint, I got an assignment for you, he's up and ready and willing to go. He's always prepared. I believe Clint used to have a bag pack in his vehicle. But when I say, Clint, there's assignment off the alley with the Prime Minister, and he used to be ready to go.
I would say Clint is a consummate professional. He definitely has a nose for news, and he loves what he does. He also has a sense of humor, which I found to be very catching.
You are Clint's course. What is it when he comes up to you to have his stories edited?
Stress. Very much stress. But he's a good reporter, a go-getter.
Was he an easy person to work with?
Well, I would say he was easy to work with on Mondays. The rest of the week, no. No.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed about Clint Watson. And like Chris Saunders will say, Clint Watson. We like to stress his last name, but he is a well-oiled machine. He's a worker. I mean, I've only been on the morning shift for a couple of weeks now, and I've admired his working ability, his work ethics, his drive. I mean, his standard. He sets such a high standard, and he will be surely missed here at ZNS.